I can do it, you can do it, is what I call it, and I think that's a pretty accurate statement. You know, I love to grill, I love to do barbecue, got a lot of pretty good recipes, a lot of go-to things that I like to do. With this channel, I'm hoping to, over the next several weeks, do a lot of things and show you a lot of the techniques and some of the recipes I've learned over the years, but also you know, get out of my comfort zone a little bit, try some new things. Hopefully you can get out of your comfort zone and try some new things too. You know, starting today with this first video, I'm going to do an easy one for me just because I've done so many of them, and it's one of my favorite foods is buffalo wings. And what we're going to do today is a combination smoked wing and a buffalo wing. We're going to cook them by smoking them on the Weber Kettle Grill, and then we're going to make our own little easy to make buffalo sauce that just about anybody can make with ingredients you've got can get out of your refrigerator. We're going to do a little rub and a seasoning. If you're into grilling at all, you've probably got a Weber grill, you've had one. And so we're going to get started with that. Come along with me and I hope you'll enjoy it. But first thing we're going to do is get the wings cut up and get prepped. Remember, if I can do it, definitely you can do it. So let's get started. Okay, give them a last toss here. They're all seasoned up pretty well. So we'll go ahead, let's head on outside and we'll get the fire started up on the grill. I don't know how many of you might have this or might not. I like to use a charcoal chimney, and I'm going to put just a dab of oil on them because I don't want them to burn up too quickly. I'm going to go ahead and get them under here. Got about 3/4 of a chimney full of charcoal. I'm going to go ahead and get it lit. So anyway, I like to put a dab of oil. It makes it burn a lot longer, and every time I do, it always gets lit. Okay, let's get these charcoals dumped out here. Okay guys, while the neighbor's mowing the front here, we better get started. It looks like it's holding about 350 for us right now, so that's good. And now we'll go ahead and get the grate on. Put a couple chunks of hickory on here. Get some good smoke going. A couple small ones. One thing I like to do is use a little spray oil so stuff won't stick. I'm going to put the bigger wings, the bigger pieces of wings a little closer to the fire, like these big drumettes. All right, there we go. Now we got some good smoke going with our chunks of firewood, and that's some good hickory. Now I'm going to kind of extinguish that. I've got the vent over here on this side over the wings so that all the smoke and the heat will flow over the wings and around them and then come out here. So now it's just a matter of a waiting game. These are going to take about an hour, and I'm going to turn them after about half an hour. Now the standard buffalo sauce, the traditional buffalo sauce, is just hot sauce and butter, that's what I'm going to start with here, because I think that's a good base for doing this. And I'm going to probably use, and I don't really measure this kind of thing. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. It's probably going to be, since we don't have too many wings, about 1/3 of this bottle of hot sauce with the butter. And we'll get that melting, and a couple other things we're going to add. A little bit of teriyaki, which I just happen to have it, and I kind of like the flavor, and just to kind of wake it up a little bit. A good shot of honey, and for just a little extra heat, because I think, well, Frank's Red Hot anyway, I'd consider that kind of mild. I'm going to add a little sriracha to it just to really get a little more heat going. When I eat wings, I like to actually sweat a little bit. I don't like a lot of pain, you know, like some of those crazy hot sauces they make now. But I like to sweat a little bit. I like some spice. So I'm going to add some some sriracha, teriyaki, and honey to kind of have a little sweetness to cut all the acid from the hot sauce and some of the other ingredients. But most people have these in their refrigerator or your cabinet, so it's not difficult at all. So, okay, so our butter's just about melted there. It's looking good. It smells great already. I'm going to add just a little sriracha because, like I said, I do like just a little more heat myself. And use any kind of hot sauce you have, or don't add that if you don't like it too hot. And just for a little Asian tang, just a little bit, a little teriyaki sauce, because like I said, I had it, and I like to add a little bit of that in there. And the last ingredient is a good dose of honey. Honey, it won't make it taste too sweet, but it will definitely cut the acid in it and just make it have a richer flavor. It's starting to boil just a little bit, so that's good. I'm going to give it a good whisk. Oh man, that smells really good. So there it is. Nothing to it. If you don't have honey, use a little sugar. Brown sugar would be better than white sugar, but totally up to you. And now that that's kind of boiling, I'm just going to put the lid on it, set it aside, turn that off, and it'll be ready to go when the wings are ready. And hopefully they'll be ready to turn here in just a few minutes. Okay guys, it's been a half an hour. Let's take a look. Oh man. Those are really starting to look good there. Let's go ahead and back them off here just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and flip all of them. These are really looking good and they smell great. The color on that one, it's really looking good. So let's get some color on this side and let them go about another 30 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes. They seem to be doing really well. And let me get the lid back on. And we'll check on them again here shortly. Oh yeah. Look at that. If you can see that on there. We'll get these off. We're going to let them cool for just a few minutes because they are piping hot right now. And then we will get them sauced up and then we'll see how they taste, hopefully. So remember the sauce we made with the hot sauce, the sriracha, the honey, and a little bit of teriyaki sauce. I'm going to go ahead and get these in here. I'm going to pour a bunch of sauce over them. That smells really good. And then we're going to give them a good toss to get them all coated. Oh man, that smells so good. I can't wait to try these. What do you think, brother?
Those look good.
I got it to a low simmer for a while and it really thickened it up, and I'm going to drizzle just the last little bit here just to gild the lily a little bit. And these, man, the smell, I wish you could smell these. They smell really good. Okay, just let these cool. They're still really hot, so I'm just going to let them cool just a couple more minutes. Just going to pick one off the top here. They're really tender. Look, the bone comes right out, and that sauce is just right. It's a great buffalo sauce. It's got a little hint of sweetness to it, but it's mainly just spicy and good. Very traditional. Oh man, I could eat that whole plate. So, like I said, it's really easy, simple to do, simple ingredients that we all have, and it's just a matter of having a little patience for the smoking process. It takes about an hour, no big deal. He said those are, I think, the best wings you've done. So, you know, nothing to it, nothing real special. But in the coming weeks, I hope you'll stick with me. Got a lot of other videos planned, but in the meantime, Stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll catch you on the next video. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it. So I'll catch you next time.